Welcome to a bonus episode of the Compose Like a Girl podcast. I'm your founder, host, and composer, Jocelyn Hagan. As you may know, the Compose Like a Girl initiative amplifies female identifying composers, helps conductors diversify their concerts, and works toward more equality in music programming and commissioning. Today, I'm sharing a mini conversation I had with Grace Becker, one of my Compose Like a Girl mentees. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy. Hello, Grace. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well. Thank you. I'm so excited to introduce your work to many, many people because I've been so impressed with you since I was made aware of your stuff years ago when you were still a student at Wartburg College.
Yeah, that feels like forever ago now.
Yeah, because you're teaching music.
hmm
Tell me about your position.
So I am a kindergarten through fifth grade general music teacher in kind of up by the cities in Minnesota, but like south of Minneapolis.
Yeah. And you went to Wartburg to be a music educator.
I did. I loved Wartburg. It was super fun.
Yeah, I loved coming down to work with you all on my music, and I was also just so impressed that you were there and writing music, and that Lee Nelson was encouraging you to write music. But also, there was another graduate, Amelia, who's also in the series
hmm
that I'm working with too. So it was like I got these two amazing women composers from Wartburg College.
Yeah, Amelia rocks. It was just so helpful to have her around and to be able to talk through this kind of stuff with someone who got it.
Yeah, it was really important in the beginning of my career as well. I am really great friends with Abby Bettinas. Do you know Abby?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just the amount of things that we learned together, and that we could bounce ideas off of each other. And there's actually we were writing because we lived together for a while too, and we were each writing a piece, and we decided, wouldn't it be fun if we switched and each wrote something in our others in each other's piece? And so I think we did that. And like there's a measure of Abby's music in my piece somewhere and my music in her piece somewhere.
Oh,
Um,
that's so fun.
yeah, because it's fun to work on something so creative, but also scary. It's
hmm
all the possibilities and walking into this career that can be really daunting. So just having friends to do it with, it feels good. So I think, Grace, that you started really as a songwriter and kind of went into composing after that. Is that true?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about your first songs?
I mean, I've been writing little songs to myself for just about as long as I can remember. And they weren't usually very long or very good, but they were always just sort of little melodies that I was spitting out off the top of my head. And then in high school, I think is when I first started writing full length songs, like real songs, just for myself. I didn't really share them or anything, but it was just nice to have a way to express myself. And then in college, I saw a student composers seminar, like master class type of thing, and I think it was Abby Bettinas actually that was there that first year,
Huh.
and she came and did the master class, and I just thought that was really cool, so I decided I would try to bring something for the next year, and then ended up just sending a song that was definitely in a more singer-songwriter sort of style to Dr. Lee Nelson, just sort of offhand, like, "Oh, you'll probably hate it, but here it is. Just take it."
Oh,
And
so
there it
self-deprecating.
goes. Yeah, of course, but I think he said something like, "We can hate it together at the very least," which was comforting, so
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a sweet way to turn it around. Well, because you never
yeah,
know what
it
you're
was
gonna
funny.
get with a piece of music. It's
Mhm.
like, yeah, but that's great. I love that he was supportive in his own way.
Yeah, he was just so awesome throughout this whole process and always, like, trying to get a hold of other people that could listen to it just to have more eyes and ears on it, so he rocks.
Yeah, that's so great. Yeah, I mean, well, it says something too that there have been 2 in the past couple years that have come out of his program
Mhm,
that are writing. I mean, I do think that it really takes a special environment for that to happen because
mhm.
So often it can be really, well, like I said before, daunting, but also people kind of trying to strip away, oh, that's not good. And here's why, or, oh, you're still doing that. Oh, you know what I mean? It can just get
Hmm.
very judgy really quickly when it comes to art and music. So yeah, I love that there are programs out there that really support it. And it's a great model for other programs. I'd love to hear you talk a little bit about Known because this has been a pretty successful piece in the series. It's sold a few times, I think, and had some performances. Can you tell us a little bit about that piece specifically?
Absolutely. Known was a piece that I started in my sophomore year of college. So that would have been like end of 2019, kind of into 2020 is when I started that song. And it started out as a song that was really kind of about a small group of people and just kind of my way of saying thank you to people who had made me feel really welcome and like I had a place to be and to exist and to just sort of be myself. But as the piece grew and as I kept adding more to it, it really became more about the communities that you find yourself in, more on a bigger scale. And to me, the biggest one that I think of when I think of Known is the Wartburg Choir that I was in while I was in college. Because I met some of my closest friends in the world from there, and there's so many lovely experiences that I got to have alongside these people that just really created this really comforting effect. And so Known is just all about finding those places where you can be you and you can experience things and just feel like yourself.
Yeah. And I think choir is a very special place for so many people for that
Hmm.
reason. A place where you can really be yourself and where you feel like people do know who you are. And you've done a wonderful job, both in the lyrics and the music of getting that idea across in this
Thank
piece.
you.
I think it's yeah, no, it's very moving and also comforting, and it allows a choir to showcase a soloist. So if you've got a really amazing soloist, this is a great piece to program. I remember we worked quite a bit on the piano accompaniment. Like that was
Yes.
that was a fun part of this project. Yeah. And cuz you play guitar, right? And you sing.
Yes, I play a little bit of guitar, but only a little bit of piano, not quite as much.
Yeah. Well, but so this accompaniment, which I think is really neat, is that it also lends itself well to a little bit of improvisation. So if you
Mhm.
have the kind of pianist that can sit down and just riff a bit on the chord progression, like I think that sounds great.
No, I love that. I would show it to a couple of my friends who do play piano pretty well, and that's just kind of what they would do naturally. So
Mhm.
I think it fits really well, and I like how it's like how it goes a lot of the time.
Yeah, it makes it feel even more natural and also a little even more on the pop side, which I think is great.
Hmm.
So, you are also busy working on a couple of other pieces that are going to be in this series pretty soon.
Hmm.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, so there's two kind of main pieces that I'm working on at the moment. The first one is called "The World Is Too Big," and it's like a lullaby type of song that's really about taking the time to just sit in the moment and notice that there's a lot of big things happening in the world. There's always going to be things that are going wrong. There's always going to be some mountain to climb, but you can't do everything at once. The world is too big to overcome and do everything in one day. So we can just sit for a moment and we can just acknowledge that there's challenges coming. We can acknowledge the way that we're feeling, but not feel like we have to swallow the ocean, like we have to do everything right now.
Yeah, well, and the other thing that's so great about your songs is your melodies are very catching. They're earworms. And so there have been many times in the past couple weeks where I've sang the world is to be ba-dum, ba-da-dum. It just, it gets in there and I sing it. So that's a great quality for
Good.
music to have. Yeah. Yeah. And you're considering now doing a little bit of production with some of those tracks, right?
Yes, I'm really interested in learning how music production works. I only know just a little bit right now, but I just think the whole process is fascinating and really cool. So it would be really nice to be able to put together tracks that could go with songs, or just to make songs more exciting, or if it's a backup track or an accompaniment or whatever it needs to be.
Yeah. Well, I think that you're just in the very beginning of your career and you've already started to put out some great work. And I'm excited to see where you go and all the things you're going to do, because these songs are really lovely and fun to sing.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Let's listen to Known.
No more secrets, no more hiding. I found my home. The world could change in a moment, but I am not alone. There is freedom in surrender that brings the dark to life. There's a hunger in the shadows, only love can satisfy. Suddenly, I see how wonderful it is to be known, to be known. No use in sitting quiet. Free the words you want to say. Let your heart be heard. Fill the silence. You are loved and you are safe. You no longer are a captive of the fear within the lies. Let your truth ring out its arms around and lean into the light. Suddenly you'll see how wonderful it is to be known. You are seen, you are known, you are more than you believe. There is life, there is hope, there is joy within your reach. You are seen, you are known, you are more than you believe. There is life, there is hope, there is joy within your reach. You are seen, you are known, you are more than you believe. There is life, there is hope, there is joy within your reach. You are seen, you have grown, you are home. You are known. You are known. To be no more secrets, no more hiding. You are home.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast today, Grace. I love talking to you as always. And I'm sure that all these people have loved getting to hear a little bit from you as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Compose Like a Girl was produced by Justin Schell, Laura Kreider, and me, Jocelyn Hagen, with special help from fellow female composers Erica Malpass and Addie Struckman. The Compose Like a Girl theme song was composed by cellist Cicely Parnas. Thank you all for helping me with this vision. You can learn more about Grace Becker and her music at the Compose Like a Girl series at graphitepublishing.com and by following her on Instagram at grace.becker73. Check out the links in our show notes, especially the one that takes you to Grace's piece Known, available through Graphite Publishing. Until next time, trust your instincts. Be brave and unapologetic for your talents. Thanks for listening.